Texas A&M is horrible. They started the season off preseason ranked number 6 in the country, and now they have 7 losses in 10 games. And there's one school in particular that's going after some of their players, as far as the recruits anyway, and maybe guys potentially hitting the transfer portal, and that is none other than Coach Prime and Jackson State. Let's talk about it, why it's significant, why it matters after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsyJr. YouTube. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and for the Facebook gang, you can join over there at JeffLightsy Sports on Facebook. It's the one with the blue check. We're verified over there, but that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. Also, be sure to join the channel because we're having a special giveaway at the start of December, but that's not what we're here to talk about either. We're here to talk about Jackson State Coach Prime taking a vested interest in players linked to Texas A&M University. So, I was scrolling through Twitter. You know how I did. Shout out to the DMV folks. I was scrolling through Twitter and saw this post by a young man by the name of Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders out of Texas, linebacker out of Texas, 4-star linebacker. He posted a recent offer that he got. He said, "All glory to God. Blessed to receive an offer from Jackson State University." You see, he posted the pictures of the block JSU and Coach Prime, and the JSU faithful came out in his mentions, letting them know, like, hey, the I love, this is the place to be. Because one thing for sure is 2 things that we know for sure about Jackson State fans. One, they're gonna travel to every game. They're gonna help you sell out whatever venue that you are at, north, south, east, or west. It don't matter where you're playing at. They're going to show up. And 2, they are going to help Coach Prime help the team when it comes to recruiting. As you see, they got time every day to help their team recruit players. Now, I was like, oh, Deion Sanders. I didn't know who this young man was. Click on his click on his Twitter page, and that's a nice old picture of him in a Texas A&M jersey because he is a current he tagged Texas A&M football, Texas A&M commit, and he's from none other than Katy, Texas. Keep that in mind. He's from Katy, Texas, and Katy, Texas is significant in this video. So I was like, oh, okay, man, that's okay. It's going to be tough to try to get a young man from Texas A&M, but Texas A&M is kind of garbage right now. Well, not kind of, but I come over to his 247 profile. As you see, 4-star player, linebacker out of Texas. Top 70 player in the state of Texas. Texas breeds football players. Like I said, Katy, Texas is exactly where he's from. Class of 2023, 6'2", 210, 4-star player. He's been committed to Texas A&M since June. So before the disaster season, he was an Aggie or a pledge to play for the Aggies. And, that's not saying they won't be able to hold on to him. But with all the mess that's going on in Texas A&M, he's one person to look out for. And I was thinking, I was like, yo, he isn't the first Texas A&M guy that has some connection, not a drastic connection, but some sort of connection to Jackson State. And I was like, who is the other guy? And then I remembered there was a video that I saw. Shout out to Mr. Davis, Captain Davis over at HBCU Spotlight. And he did a whole video about a guy that he thinks will end up at Jackson State that is currently on the Texas A&M roster, and he explains why. So I was like, wow, why recreate the wheel? Let's just play for you a snippet from HBCU Spotlight about the guy that he thinks will end up at Jackson State. Let's take a listen.
Many of the athletes were recruited with the promise of money and other flashy things that young guys want. But Bobby Taylor never needed that.
Bobby Taylor,
a well-off family, because of the whole turkey leg business and all. And if you still don't believe me, check this out.
Now, just for you that are late, Bobby Taylor, cornerback, freshman, currently at Texas A&M, hasn't played a whole lot this year because of injuries, but he was a high-level, high 4-star recruit and actually helped Texas A&M build their class of 2022. He helped recruit some of the guys that ended up going on to be the highest ever recorded recruiting class in the history of recruiting websites. 247, Rivals, ESPN. They're the highest ranked one as far as star accumulation, players, all that stuff, but they've been a mess. They've suspended a ton of those guys for different reasons, and they're 3-7 on the year through 10 games. So, but Bobby Taylor, whose dad played in the NFL for 10 seasons, is someone who Mr. HBCU Spotlight, shout out to Mr. Davis, believes could end up at Jackson State, and here's why he thinks so.
2 Instagram posts. One from Bobby Taylor himself of Shedeur Sanders sitting on the sideline of a game, and the other of Bobby's parents.
So he mentions 2 Instagram posts. One that Bobby reposted on his story of Shedeur Sanders recently when they played Texas Southern in Houston. Recently, so that was Shedeur on the sideline against Texas Southern. And then this was the second post that got his eyes and ears perked. They got my eyes and ears perked, but I waited, and now we see even more proof.
Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Lynn, with Shedeur and Coach Prime.
Now, this is Bobby's stepdad and his mom posted a picture on the official, because it's Bobby's parents own Turkey Leg Hut, the big, most famous restaurant in Houston, or one of them, big, well-known restaurant, Turkey Leg Hut. And they posted on the official Turkey Leg Hut Instagram. They posted a picture, because remember, they played in Houston with Shedeur and Coach Prime, and said it's all love, and tagged them. Y'all hold tight, and also tagged their son, Bobby Taylor, in the post. Let's keep listening.
Peep the account, though. Yup, the Turkey Leg Hut. If you are ever in the Houston area, please stop by the Turkey Leg.
He's giving Turkey Leg Hut a shout out. We're not doing no commercials. They ain't pay for that. But still, they don't need my shout out. They do enough good business. They hook me up, Turkey Leg Hut. But anyway, those are 2 players with Texas A&M links. One is currently on the roster. Another is a commit in the class of 2023. And with everything that's going wrong with Texas A&M, now you see Coach Prime. Now you see Coach Brewster. Now you see Coach Hart. Now you see Coach Thurman swooping in at the last second. And where is young Bobby Taylor from? Well, if you didn't notice from those high school clips, Bobby Taylor went to none other than Katy High School in Katy, Texas, the same city that is in the bio of young Deion Sanders. The Katy, Texas connection. Where does Coach Prime live? Texas. Where does Shedeur go to train during the offseason? Where's his QB coach that was in that same picture that I just showed? His QB coach is based out of where? Texas. He also trains Andrew Body. There's that Texas connection. You know, Coach Prime loves him some Texas boys. He loves the Florida boys. He loves the kids from Texas. Texas A&M is kind of in disarray right now. They'll probably won't fire Jimbo, and that means they could potentially keep all the recruits and keep a couple of guys out of the transfer portal simply because they will owe Jimbo $85 million if they fire him. He has an $85 million buyout, so they probably won't fire him. But with all the mess that's going on, there's no reason to think they'll be better next year. I mean, not saying that they won't. There's no reason to think they will. You could see some guys hit the portal, and you could see some guys flip their commitment, potentially from Texas A&M to Jackson State. That's just something to look out for. We don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sitting here telling you that it's going to happen, but Deion Sanders getting an offer right after Bobby Taylor post pictures of Jackson State, of Shedeur Sanders, of his stepfather, the owner and creator of Turkey Leg Hut, posting pictures with Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, Shedeur Sanders, talking about he wants his son in message boards in comments to go to Jackson State, basically saying the deal's already done. And he's from Katy, Texas. And young Deion Sanders is from Katy, Texas. It's just something to think about. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's already happened. I'm just saying it's something to remember. Like I said, my boy, HBCU Spotlight, shout out to you. He did a whole video about it a couple of weeks ago. And now I just waited, and there's a few more dots that's being connected that could potentially play out really, really well for Coach Prime and JSU in the end. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsy Jr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr YouTube. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. And for the Facebook gig, it's Jeff Lightsy Sports. Jeff Lightsy Sports on Facebook. Don't forget, membership. Anybody that joins during the month of November, you will get into a special recognition. You get special recognition, and we have giveaways at the end of the month, at the beginning of December. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button on your way out, and I will see you next time. Peace.